Shopify Payment Setup. Hi guys, welcome back to another video, and in this video I'm going to be telling you how you can set up payments within Shopify. So having said that, let's just jump into the video. So I'm over here on Shopify right now, and what you'll do is just simply log in. Right now, if you already have an account, you can just simply log in. If you don't, you can just sign up by entering in your email address over here and starting your free trial. There is a pricing plan, however, so let me just show you if you were interested in that one. So over here, as you can see, these are the plans. We have the basic, the Shopify, and the advanced. You can see their payments over here, how much they cost. The basic one is going to be $29 per month. The Shopify is going to be $79, and the advanced one is going to be $299. And you can see all of the rates and features that they have over here. And if you scroll down, you can see more stuff as well. Over here, you can see more features as well within each plan in a more comprehensive and detailed manner so that you can know which plan you want to try out. But yeah, then you're good to go. So first, I'm just simply going to go ahead and log into my store, and I'll show you how you can set up payments. So we'll just simply log in into my store over here. Now, once you have logged in, you've arrived over to your dashboard or your admin. What you're going to do is you scroll down. What you're going to do is just navigate yourself over here at the bottom left corner, click on settings and open up settings, and over here you will see you have billings, plans, payments, checkouts, and all of that. Just simply click on payments, and over here you will have three options. You will have payment providers, supported payment methods, and manual payment methods as well. So over here, choose whichever payment method you want. And then, for example, if you wanted to have like payment providers, you just simply click on choose a provider and choose a provider from this list that you can see over here. If you want to add a payment method yourself, you can add that over here. You can search for a payment method over here. As you can see, we have Visa, MasterCard, diners, and all of that. Let's say we want a Visa MasterCard, right? And then you will have Skrill, Ocean Payments, Ping Pong checkouts, to checkout convert plus, iPay, HitPay, credit card, debit card, all of that. You can choose that, or you can add like a manual payment system like a bank deposit, money order, or cash on delivery. It all depends on you. So for me, I think that going into payment providers and choosing one of these is much better. Like you will see, you will have, if a payment method is not available in your country, it will just say unavailable within your country, and it will show you the ones that are available at the top. So currently to checkout is available within my country, so I'm going to be choosing that one. It does support a very large number of cards such as Visa, MasterCards, American Express, Discovery, JCB, and Diners Club as well. Yeah, so we're going to click on to checkouts account. We have a server error, but it still works. Now over here, you can choose which type of card you support. So I'll just support all of them. And then over here, they basically give you like a setup instruction on how to get it working. So they have like a 10-step account, which is very simple to, get started. So first things first, we have to create a checkout account. So let's go ahead and click over here. Actually, I need to open it up in another tab so that it's much more convenient. So I'll just open it up in another tab over here. So over here, it's very simple. You can sign up for free by just simply clicking on this button over here and adding in your details, such as your first name, your last name, your business email, your password, website, and your country. And it's very easy. So over here, I'll just enter in John Doe, and then over here, we'll add in our business email, which is my temporary email. So I'll just go ahead and do that. I'll copy the email, come back over here and paste it, and then I'll enter in the password. And for the website, we'll just copy this one, copy the link address, and come over here and paste it. I'll get rid of that. Yeah, that looks good. Then we have our country, we check the robot, and then we click on get started. There you go, it's done. Now what we need to do is, what type of products do you want to sell with to checkout? Online service, digital products, for retail, offline service, or others. Since this is a Shopify store, so we'll just say retail, and we'll click on create account. Now I do have to mention that creating a to checkout account is not easy. Like it is easy, but it's just not very, short. It's very detailed. You got to do a lot of things. You got to input a lot of information to actually get started with to checkouts account, which is pretty, hectic. They just ask you for a lot of information in order to actually get started with it. So over here, they're basically, if you are a partner slash seller, click here. So I don't think this is it. I haven't created my account, but let's see. Yeah, okay, that works. So now we are here. We just have to activate our account. Now, in order to activate your account, it's very simple. You have to input all this information, right? So before you start, you gotta provide this. You gotta add information about your business, your company name, your business type, where it is, address, all of that. Then you gotta input your financial details, such as the company registration ID, tax registration ID, annual online transaction volume, and everything else. You will also have stakeholders option over here. If you have some, you can go ahead and add your stakeholders over there. If not, you are good to go. Then you have about your products and services. So you have to input your information about your product and all of the services that you provide. Then you have account settings, okay, and then you have your documents as well. So you got to input your business document, company ownership document, tax identification, valid proof of address, other documents, and then down below you will have your summary. So you got to make sure you input all of this information. Then once it's done, once you've submitted it, you wait for a couple of days to hear from to checkout. They'll send you an email and then they'll activate your account and you are good to go. But since I don't have time for that and I don't have all this information, we'll just save that for later, and I'll show you how you can basically activate it, right? So to activate it, as you can see over here, we have to log into a checkout account. Once we've activated it, we have to access the integrations option. Then we have to go into webhooks and API sections in your cPanel. All right, so let's go over there. Integrations over here on the left side, and underneath integrations we have webhooks and API. We'll go into there. There we go. So as you can see right here. Now next, under API section, copy the merchant code and paste it within the merchant code field on this page. Over here, as you can see, we have the merchant code over here and we have the secret word over here. So over here you will see underneath API keys, this is the secret word right here. This is the INS and we have it over here, and this is the secret key, and this is the merchant code. So we'll just copy the merchant code. We'll come over here and paste the merchant code right here. Then we have to input the secret word. So over here, go back, scroll down. This is the INS secret word. We just have to click on generate to generate the word and click copy and then click on save. There we go, it's saved. Then we just come over here and we paste it right here. Then over here, what we need to do is we've already done save settings, yeah. And then in the redirect URL section, click enable return after sale. So scroll down below. Over here, this is the INS notification. We don't need to do that. We need to do this one, enable return sale. So we click over here and then we go back over here. For the redirect URL section, leave blank. Shopify will provide that return URL for you. You don't have to worry about that. For return method, select header redirect. So we come over here, we select return method, header redirect, and then we just simply click on update. There we go, it's updated, configuration saved successfully. Then we just simply come back over here and we click on save settings and we're good to go. We've already done that. Now we are good to go. Then we just activate the to-checkout account and we are good to go. You can even test your to-checkout account by simulating successful and failed transaction. You can also test your to-checkout setup by simulating a successful and failed transactions. So let's go ahead and enable text and click on activate to-checkout account. There we go. So as you can see, test mode is on. All transactions are simulated and customers can make real purchases through to-checkout. So let's go ahead and actually test it if we want to. There you go, to-checkout's updated. We close it. Now if we go over here onto our store, let's say this is the shirt that we want to buy. Let's click on buy now. The store isn't ready yet, but yeah, you generally get the idea. Once your store is ready, you're basically good to go. That's how you update your payments in Shopify. So that is it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you have any questions, let me know in the comment sections down below and I'll be sure to answer them as soon as possible. So having said that, I will catch you guys in the next video, and until then, take care and goodbye.